It's PC. If you don't have the freedom to say, if you don't say the way they want to hear it. But that's not really the platform supposed to be. There's an advertiser for every speech. And because there's the Hills, the Hillsdale, Heritage Foundation, and these people advertise as well. So now they have no platform, and that's not fair. So now they're saying we're gonna hit you in the wallet book, then therefore you dare not to say anything about Antifa, about UC Berkeley burning down the flag. If you say something against Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and these monsters, and say, well, we should not fund to have the illegals to leech off us, that's all of a sudden incorrect. I don't know. I don't think that's proper. I mean, nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I'm just saying, I'm the little guy. I'm like that, you see the tanks in Beijing, Tiananmen Square, the little person just waiting to get run over. Come on, run me over. I don't have a suicide wish, but it's really pathetic how this society has become. And Colin Kaepernick, in fact, he's not a very good quarterback. I would say he does not deserve a $200 million contract and disrespect our flags. And so maybe the other people think I'm racist by saying that. I think black people, they were built with more athletic abilities because their muscles mass are greater or stronger. So don't get me wrong, that's probably why you'll have like the best athletes. For example, like not my cornerbacks, right? I'm talking about Asante Samuel and all these people that they want the bigger bucks, so they move on. And then they enjoy the capitalist society, so their agent get them more money, they go to a different team. I mean, that's fine. But then they want everybody to be restricted to socialist thinking. And this is injustice while they're getting their big bucks. It's just terribly wrong. You should not be able to reap the benefits of big contracts. That's why people are turned off. And I'm probably not going to subscribe to an NFL Sunday ticket. They said NFL lost 8% or whatever the percentage of their viewership because, when you bring politics into the sports, like, oh, Colin Kaepernick just disrespect the flags. And ironically, so he should go play somewhere else, like in Kenya. It's really sad that in Africa, they are committing genocides against white people, if you didn't know. They were using machetes and going to villages and, the landowners and farmers, it's the end times, they hack them to death. There is a genocide against white people, if you didn't know. And the socialists have been trying to say, well, they're trying to make so much guilt because you're white, and they say you should not have children because your children are going to be ruining the environment. This is another insanity of the environmentalists. I don't know why would anybody agree with Al Gore when he's like, burning down the house with all the big Jennies and planes flying and you're leaving carbon footprints, for crying out loud. There are 8 ice ages that come and went. Climate is always going to be changing. You can't be saying that, oh, global warming in the summertime and climate change in the wintertime. I don't know. This insanity is because they're against God. When you take God out of everything, because, Jesus says that love your enemies, right? But no, they have to hold this grudge. I would say that Black Lives Matter, I still think it's a conspiracy by George Soros to incense people by saying, oh, we're justified to tear down the stores, and it's just so ridiculous. It become a mobster thing, and then they take diapers. I've seen them. They take everything. They take like gums out of the stores and beers, and it's justified. It's a social disjustice or whatever. It's just that's just disgusting. Okay, you can't do that. Get some sense out of you. And that's the reason why I say if you listen to what Jason Kessler, I don't know the guy from Adam. Like I said, when I first heard it, I was just sad. And Monument is torn down. I go, oh, shoot, I remember No, when I was married, me and my ex-husband, you know, we drove through Mississippi, the South, right? Went to see the Delta, and you know, it was just a different flavor. First, I was afraid. The Southerners don't like Asian people. But my God, they were like Curtis. Oh, of course, they're capitalists, right? The Curtis guy from the, I don't know if you know that Route 1. There's a Curtis seafood. So he raised the crawdads right in his front yard. There's marsh. When I say front yard, Route 1 is actually the ocean. He get crabs and he was slapping the blue crabs and he said, "You see, they're so alive." And he's crab boiling them with like extra spicy with cauldrons. I mean, I remember all that. And then we took the crabs to Jackson Hole, or was it Jackson Hole? Jackson Gap. It was a historical monument. And I bet that the damn lifts are going to try to tear them down. I mean, when are you going to stop? It's not going to make you happy. Okay? Because I was just saying, if this same logic, even Donald Trump even said that. So if you want to apply that same hatred, and then say the next is Jefferson to tear it down, you're not going to be happy. You're just going to destroy property and cost us a lot of money. And we don't like that. I'm just saying, it's a united, we got to unite. You know, if I'm so pissed off now, what about the Christians, like I was saying, in the Colosseum? Oh, because the Roman, that's even more horrendous. We're tearing them up. They had the lions, like hungry lions. They starved them, and then they sent armless Christian men and women out there if you don't denounce Jesus Christ. And, you know, lions come and tore them up. And while the husband watched the women get torn up, he won't denounce Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, what about that? Should we just bulldoze over the Colosseum? You know, it's just like, this is what the communists do. This is what Mao Zedong do. My family, we had land, so you're evil. It's the same thing. If you have a little bit of money, they say redistributing wealth. Everybody else, they incensed against, they have money. And not necessarily have money. They were landowners. In China, landowners had provided land, and farmers, you know, they farm, and accordingly, I suppose, everybody sell their grains and get fed. But not the communists came in. They actually, they put them on trial. If you own land, you're evil. So your land is divided, but people are more hungrier than before because when they said, it sounded good. Oh, well, we'll just take whatever they have and give it to everybody. So now, chicken in every pot, remember that? And they were brutalizing, killing. They were, you know, we're useful idiots, meaning the youth. Okay? Like, I didn't know. The soldiers, so we're supposed to go get the intellectual, burn books and burn history, tear down the monuments. Yeah, revolution, that makes us feel good, right? At the end of the day, we had nothing. So they were sending people to the camps to Siberia to work hard labors. I mean, in poverty, they were in poverty so much. They were just saying, you know, you can't even have new clothes for another 7 years. I mean, I had one set of clothes, all right, for 7 years. So if this is what these damn liberals and George Soros and so-called, I call them out, the Black Lives Matters and these people, the conspiracy, or just hatred for white people. They want to commit genocide, and you know, your agenda is try to conquer and overcome. I mean, I don't have anything really grand to say. I say get a life, you know. Just look at Barcelona. They had Islamic invasions. Now North Korea got nuked, and thanks to Bill Clinton, seriously, because they give him billions of dollars. Marilyn Albright, they flew to Pyongyang, and at that time was Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il. We're just building it for power, electricity. Same thing with Iran. So, you know, you are providing not just aid and comfort, you're providing them the weapons of mass destruction. So that if that hits, you know, by the grace of God, I think that the rapture comes that we're going to go first. But these are the words that I'm going to leave you with. Meaning we're going to go first because we're going to be evaporated when the new come. You know, I mean, it's scary, but Jesus said that he's gonna come for us. The rapture, when the word rapture it's a very violent word. It's a pepperzao. It's a word that describing a hawk coming down, swoop, just like that. The chick on the ground. It's the word rapture. It's gonna happen so fast. In Thessalonian, it says that in the blink of the eye, the trumpet will sound. When they say the trumpet, I bet that's the sound of the nuclear. It's going to be boom! The trumpet will sound. And that those that are dead in Christ, they will be raised up first. And it has an order of things, but it's going to be so fast. It's like boom, before you can blink the eye. And those who are alive, all of us who are alive and remain, and meaning if I get to see it, which I don't think it's too far, but you know, the civil unrest has been on and on forever. But we will be caught up with them in the air. We should just go, wow, like that. It's like, can you believe that? Because we'll have a new body. I don't have to worry about, you know, I hate to say that, injection or whatever, right? This pen, that pen. But that body will never perish because God is we're gonna be transformed. Transformed as the, what was the root word? Somebody help me here. The Latin root word of that transformation. The transformation is the word as when you see a caterpillar, boom, turns into a butterfly. So flies away. It's rezeal, right? I know there's a Latin word for it. So that we're going to be transformed from this body immediately to the new body, which God will give us, which will never perish. And He will wipe away all our tears. And behold, that there will be tears. If there won't be tears, that He will not be wiping away. But we shall be with the Lord forever. So this is the word of Thessalonian. You can look that up yourself. I'm just saying, I'm not hoping for the day of that violence, but that's going to come. It's going to come very violently. I have no control over it. It looks like it's going down that road. That's all.